Hello, my name is Jackie Biard and I will be doing a presentation on raising a teenager. I have 9 topics listed behind me on the whiteboard that I will go over one topic at a time. Raising a teenager is definitely not easy and of course would take a lot longer than 15 to 20 minutes to explain, but I will do my best to highlight the main topics and categories that I feel are very important when raising a teenager. The first topic is going to be the interests. Interests of a teenager are very important to support, to provide tools for, and to play an active role in. My teenager, she's 15, her name is Juliet. Her interests are drawing, watching anime, music and singing, as well as outdoor sports, skateboarding and whatnot. I play an active role in all of her interests by providing tools that she needs to draw, paper, pencils, markers, things of that nature, as well as her other family members also help support her in her interests of drawing. She has recently developed an interest in singing. I play an active role by taking her to her singing lessons, sitting through them, encouraging her and supporting her, and letting her know she's doing a wonderful job, and keeping her in a positive mode when she's actively participating in her interests. I think by doing this would help her self-esteem, which is another one of my topics, of course. And in my PowerPoint slide, I have a picture of my daughter in a costume. This costume is a character in a cosplay anime Japanimation. I don't even really know what that is, but it's something she loves and she's interested in. She gave me a picture and I sewed the costume. It took many trips to Hobby Lobby and it took many hours of sewing and detail to get it right. But in the end, she looked fabulous, she was happy with it, and it worked. And I try to do anything I can to further her interests along. When she brings a topic to me, I try to help her go further with it. My next topic is independence. Of course, all teenagers want independence. Of course, all teenagers feel like they have it because they are a teenager. I feel it's very important to provide opportunities for independence, for them to show they have what it takes to keep their independence. But specifically my teenager, I have limitations on her independence. Ways I give it to her are her Facebook account, her iTunes account, going to see friends. Now I have her password on her Facebook account, so that is the limitation. She can have a Facebook, but if I feel it's being taken advantage of, I log her out and she can't log back in without my permission. Now, visiting her friends, the limitations there are I need to know where she is, what she will be doing there, how long she'll be gone when she'll be home. For example, she had her hair done the other day and asked to go show her friends. I simply said yes. She was gone more than an hour when I called them to send her home because I was unaware she wanted to stay for that length of time, and she did not communicate with me, call, check in, that that's what she wanted to do. So I was very angry, I was very upset that I had to chase down my 15-year-old thinking she was mature enough to contact me and let me know she was staying an hour or two, whereas I thought she was going to show them her hairdo and come right home. She demonstrated to me her anger on why I wanted her home, and I understood that I did not specifically lay down the limitations for her before she left, meaning I did not tell her be home by 3 o'clock. Yes, you have 15 minutes and be home by this time. I simply said yes, and that left it open-ended for her to interpret. Now, I gave her independence, and she took and ran with it, because that's what teenagers do. You give them a little, and they will take a lot. So I believe any kind of independence I give her, I put limitations on. So she knows the boundaries, I know the boundaries, and when they're crossed is when it becomes unacceptable and things get taken away, and she has to live by the consequences of her behavior and actions. My next topic is self-esteem. Self-esteem, I believe, comes from the core, which is her family, the people she is around every day, to help her build her self-esteem, not her friends that she talks to on Facebook or sees outside the house. So I believe that everyone in the household has to love and support each other to build each other's self-esteem. And for her, we love and we laugh and we have physical contact every day. Every day she tells me how much she loves me, and I to her. Every day we hug and hold each other. She still gives me hugs and kisses before she goes to bed at night. We're very affectionate. We're a very touchy-feely family, and I believe that builds her self-esteem and self-worth to want to be independent and have interests outside the home and pursue life and what all it has to offer, because she loves herself because her family loves her, and I believe that's where it all starts, is in the core of the house. My next topic is responsibilities. I believe responsibilities, of course, is the core in teaching a teenager how to live outside of the home and be independent, away from their parents. Of course, Juliet has responsibilities she does daily, whether it be once a day or 4 or 5, 6 times a day. She has to do the dishes and take out the trash and recycling. Whether she takes it out every hour because it gets filled, that's irrelevant. It is her responsibility to take the trash out. It is her responsibility to do the dishes. And that's what she must do every day to gain independence and be able to do her interests. I do add to her responsibilities in preparation for her life outside of the house, such as mowing or washing the car, vacuuming, or taking care of other household chores that are for the family as a whole, so that she is aware of what life is like without mom and dad around, and what she will be expected to do once she moves out of the house. I believe responsibilities make up who you are and how you're going to treat people. Sometimes she does try to take on more responsibilities than what she's allowed to have, such as going to a friend's house without communicating with me. That is a big responsibility. If I don't know where she is, something can happen and it's all up to her. But it's my responsibility as a parent to know where she is, to know what she's doing, and to make sure she gets back home safely. And I believe children learn by doing and watching. And if I'm responsible, then she'll be responsible. If I exhibit a certain behavior, she will learn that behavior. So if I am hard on her and make her follow through with her responsibilities, such as doing the dishes or taking care of her room, she will do that on her own because that's what's been taught. That has been habitually sunk into her head. This is what I have to do. These are my responsibilities. And it becomes habitual. Children learn by doing. I can't say mop the floor and leave and come back and it's not properly done. I have to say, get on your hands and knees and scrub the dirt that won't come up. Get to the edge of the baseboard. Use this kind of soap. Use this temperature of water. Scrub until this is white. I have to be specific so they will know. They learn by doing, and time after time she'll understand and she'll get it, and I won't have to be specific because she's been taught. There's always a learning curve to learning anything, no matter what your age is, but teenagers especially, because they're hard-headed and don't always want to listen. I make mine, and she has no other choice but to listen and do chores and perform her responsibilities the way I tell her to. My next topic is teaching. Of course, kids are always learning, as I was saying in the last topic, and I believe they learn by doing. And everything I say and do is a teaching tool for them. I believe whatever they're exposed to is what they learn, and you get out of your teenager what you put in. If I put in all my time and energy into Juliet, she will give me time and energy. She will prove that she has learned, that she understands, and show me the love and respect that I have in turn showed her. And I lead by example. I never would ask Juliet to do anything I wouldn't do myself. We went on, for example, we went on vacation. We get back, and the trash in the trash can had rotted and there were maggots. We asked her to clean it out. She did not give us any lip. She did not say why. She took it right outside with the soap and scrubbed and cleaned. I was actually very impressed by this. Of course, I did not want to do it myself. I would have, but she handled it like a responsible young lady without any qualms, comments, questions, or concerns about it. And I believe that's an example of a responsible young adult. And it makes me very proud.